of an attack squirrel that may be addicted to meth. This Facebook video was posted by Mickey Pollock. He's the man accused of keeping the squirrel as a pet. He's wanted on drug charges, but claims to have been reunited with his squirrel after police released it into the wild.
Yes, that's right, Naja. Neighbors on Piney Chapel Road still can't wrap their heads around this story that's driving the nation nuts. They tell me they just hope that Polk is arrested soon and that this squirrel can go on and live a normal squirrel life.
A squirrel on meth scares the fire out of me. Poor squirrel. What would you do if he'd done your dog like that? Oh goodness, Clyde, Clyde couldn't handle it.
Welcome to the South, man. We got squirrels on meth, man. Welcome to the South.
A community is still in disbelief after hearing one of their neighbors may have fed a pet squirrel meth to keep it aggressive.
Man, what an idiot. I said I wouldn't want to be around a squirrel that wasn't on meth, but much less on meth. A squirrel is dangerous, much less on meth.
Yeah, boy.
I wouldn't want no part of that, man.
You imagine what that trucker look like?
Crazy, eats you up.
Limestone County deputies are still looking for Mickey Polk after getting a tip about the meth-addicted squirrel. They found a squirrel in a cage but didn't test it for meth, instead releasing it. After word spread about the squirrel, Polk posted a video on Facebook claiming he never gave the animal meth.
You can't give squirrels meth, it would kill them. I'm pretty sure. I've never tried it.
You can see he actually has a squirrel with him in the video. Polk says he went back to the home and found the squirrel in a tree after deputies released it. Polk says the squirrel is 10 months old and has never been outside before. Neighbors wonder if Polk is the one on drugs.
I think the guy is illiterate.
Yeah.
He's not thinking all the way clearly. He must be on something.
They want him arrested soon.
To torture a small animal like that, I mean, he should face the music, whatever's coming to him.
So the squirrel can get away from him for good.
The squirrel needs to be turned loose in the wild and hope he don't kill a bunch of other squirrels.
And so nothing like this ever happens in their neighborhood again.
It's past the funny. The funny's over with. If they was doing that to that squirrel or any dog or any kind of animal, it's unacceptable.
Again, the Limestone County Sheriff's Office is still actively looking for Polk and following all leads. They tell me they won't charge Polk with anything related to the squirrel, but that wildlife agents might.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again. Hit you with a video. Now, today is Friday. I want to say happy weekend to everybody out there. I know some of you all have to work. Some of you all ain't going to work, and some of y'all don't even have a job. And since today is Friday, you don't have a job, you don't have nothing to do. We can get into this story right here, coming straight out of, not Compton, no, Alabama. Yes, Alabama, not Greenbow, where Forrest Gump is from, wherever the hell that's at, but somewhere in Alabama. My people in Birmingham, all over Alabama, you all let me know that Roll Tide, that Roll Tide state. Y'all let me know exactly what city this is in, because I was trying to find where in the hell is Limestone Sheriff's Department at, not because I want to drop a dime on somebody or anything like that, but because we're trying to find out where the hell is this story actually coming from. But anyway, this story starts in a trailer park deep down in the South, not deep down in the jungle, you know what I'm saying, where the signified monkey stepped on the lion's feet. No, this story starts in the South. And I want to say this right here. First of all, everybody in the South are not that damn country. True, some of us have accents. Hell, you have accents no matter where you come from. People in New York talk a certain way. People in Chicago talk a certain way. People in LA talk a certain way. People in the South talk a certain way. Just like people in Japan and everywhere else talk a certain way. But when I heard Boudreaux, yes, Boudreaux and Cletus and Cleophas sitting up here basically talking about that's a deadly thing and they hope this guy get caught soon, which, I mean, if he did wrong, you know, that's you know, on him and law enforcement. But I think they have the whole story all screwed up, if you know what I mean. I'm not talking about SUC screwed up click. No, I'm talking about this story involving a guy named Mickey Pollock and his beloved squirrel named D's Nuts. Yes, I ain't talking about mine. I'm talking about his squirrel called D's Nuts. Now, D's Nuts and Mickey Pollock have a long history together. It all started about close to 10, 11 months ago when Mickey was outside. I don't know if Mickey was sipping some Mickeys or on some of that booger sugar or on meth or whatnot, but he was outside cutting down trees and everything, cutting down limbs in his yard. And lo and behold, Mama Squirrel and Daddy Squirrel must have left little Poe D's Nuts there. Now, you got to remember, D's Nuts was just starting off. He was bigger. Yeah, I mean, he couldn't have been no bigger than a nut, if you know what I mean. So just a little old tad bit thing about that big. You see how big that is? About that big. And Mickey cut a branch down and the little baby squirrel fell down. And Mickey somehow found the squirrel, took the squirrel in, and nursed the squirrel back to health. Now, does this sound like a man that would want to give a squirrel some meth? Yes, and meth is a big thing in the South. Hell, it's big everywhere right now. You feel what I'm saying? But you might know them from the trademark pothole faces or their teeth all messed up or whatnot. They got about one right there, and the rest are just gone like a broken piano. But anyway, now, Mickey took the squirrel in, and he nursed the squirrel back to health. The squirrel, these nuts started getting bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? Just like some of our nuts, how it start out small and just get bigger and bigger. Now walk with me. This ain't no grown folks talk, but it's going to borderline on that because I'm smart enough to do that. But anyway, so as these nuts was growing, Mickey was happy of those nuts. He like, look at my nuts. Are my nuts not doing good? Look how they shine. Ready to take them down to farmer's market, 2 for 1 for these nuts. But these nuts had other problems. See, Mickey was involved in a street gang. Mickey Pollock was pushing what we call that white girl. And I'm not talking about that Cindy Lauper, Miley Cyrus. No, we're not talking about them girls just want to have fun. No, Mickey was pushing drugs. You know what I'm saying? That yayo, whatever the hell he was doing. So these nuts, home wasn't that stable. So the police got a tip off about some stuff going down in the trailer park. Yes, you know trailer park, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so they go and do a search warrant. Mickey was already on his way moving out because he found somewhere else to live because he said he did not want to continue that life. And also, when they went in there, they seen the squirrel caged up, and the squirrel just acting like a normal squirrel. Now, I never seen a squirrel on meth, but I've seen one drunk as hell before. Don't ask me how I seen one drunk as hell. I seen one take a damn Budweiser and turn that joker over and just got full of, you know what I'm saying? You can do amazing things with a Budweiser bottle. But anyway, that squirrel only went up to the tree and just sat there and damn near fell out. That was it. The other ones came around and comforted him. But back to the story. So they see these nuts there in a cage, yes. And you know one thing, you don't put your nuts in a cage. So Mickey put these nuts in the cage, and he was coming back to the trailer park every day to check on this squirrel, feed them and everything, make sure these nuts got out and exercise, and these nuts was able to breathe. So during his absence, the police rush over there and they see these nuts in a cage, and they let these nuts go. These nuts run outside because it's looking for Mickey, it's looking for his daddy. The only thing these nuts know, you know what I'm saying? It's not like these nuts was around somebody else. They was only around Mickey. Pause, no homo. But anyway, so Mickey comes back after hearing the word that the police looking for him. And I don't know how he was able to maneuver in and out, but they got all kinds of back roads. If you can't find the back roads to Alabama, and just like that movie Wrong Turn, don't make the wrong turn, you're going to wind up in what we call Timbuktu or the Boondocks. And I'm not talking about with Aaron Magruder episode with Uncle Ruckus. No. So how did Mickey navigate those Alabama woods? The hell if I know. But anyway, he went over there and called for these nuts. He was like, these nuts, where are you? These nuts, please show your face. And these nuts started making a little squirrel sound. You know how the squirrel sound or whatever. And he looked up and he heard the branch rattling. Lo and behold, these nuts peeped his head out and they was reunited. And Mickey allegedly put these nuts somewhere. So that's a good thing. But the sad thing about it, they had everybody thinking that these nuts was on meth. And you know one thing, you cannot give a squirrel meth, at least that's what Mickey said, may kill him. I don't know how he know. Maybe he tried it before. But before I start a story, before I start to read a little snippet of this story, you have to understand these nuts, daddy, Mickey, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause we don't know the biological parents, Chip and Dale, the rescue rangers. We don't really know them. But Mickey is what we call a modern day Tom Sawyer. Yes, a modern day Huckleberry Finn, a modern day David Crockett. And if you don't know who David Crockett is, I don't know what the hell they taught y'all in elementary school. Anyway, Mickey was out catching raccoons, bringing them home, tarantulas, beavers, any damn thing that was willing to put up with Mickey, Mickey was willing to put up with it. So I don't think Mickey was giving these animals, they call squirrels rodents, you know, like a big ass rat. I don't think Mickey was giving these squirrels and these animals drugs or whatnot. But Mickey said the police are lying on him, and this is just a tactic they're using due to the fact that he was already previously arrested for drug charges, also wanted on drug charges, which don't make it no better. I'm going to read a snippet from this story, and I'm going to give my opinion. Surely, as we go. Police called it a meth fuel attack squirrel. I don't know how in the hell did they know this was an attack squirrel. Shit, I thought all squirrel attack was these nuts. And an Alabama fugitive says it was his beloved pet. It wasn't a meth fuel attack squirrel. No, it was somebody's pet. Yes, these nuts belong to somebody, just like I'm sure your nuts belong to somebody. Now, Mickey Pollock has been booked into jail more than 24 times. Mickey be getting in out there streets. And you got somebody talking about, I keep it real in these streets. No, Mickey Pollock keep it real in these streets. He's on the run from police who plan to arrest him on drug and weapon charges as soon as they catch up to his ass. But that doesn't mean that he isn't responsible, Squirrel on him. So he's just because he's on a run for drugs and weapon charges, you know what I'm saying, and slinging that dope all across the damn South, all across the great state of Alabama, does not mean that he's not a good, responsible squirrel owner. It shows that he's dedicated to the mission. You feel me? Now, Mickey says, my squirrel is babying beyond anything anyone can imagine. And then you got these two damn idiots. I don't know who the hell this news reporter is and how in the hell did she find the two slowest, most dumbest people in the damn state of Alabama and stuff. It couldn't have been no dumber. And then one of them had the nerve to say, well, he's illiterate. Do you know what illiterate is? Mickey is not illiterate. He's just a little too free-hearted with these animals and he needs to stop slinging that dope. That's what's wrong with him. He's not illiterate. He's very smart. When was the last time you see somebody catch a damn squirrel and the squirrel don't bite their damn nuts off and stuff? Forget these nuts. When the last time you seen that? When the last time you seen somebody take a raccoon in and baby that raccoon? When the last time you seen somebody made a tarantula dance on 3 legs? Mickey did all this shit. Now, the 35-year-old fugitive told the Washington Post in a phone call from an undisclosed location early Thursday morning, it has a very good life. Mickey is not playing no games in these damn streets in Alabama. And I'm telling you all, Alabama, y'all gonna have to go get Silent Bob, Jay and Silent Bob, and go get the cop, Will Ferrell, that played on there to catch Mickey. Mickey is somewhere living it up on a high life. You know what I'm saying? Mickey like the modern day Frank Matthews, the last kingpin left that was never caught. Anyway, Pollock and his unusual pet have been in the spotlight since Monday. And I've been having people, and big shout out to my subscribers and everybody else been hitting me up like, Trey, you got to do this story. And I'm like, I don't want to do the story. I don't want to do the story. And they're like, well, why don't you want to do the story? I said, because I feel that he was actually taking care of that damn squirrel. You feel what I'm saying? Because no way in hell that squirrel would have sat up there and not got too damn high and bit the hell off Mickey nuts. You know what I'm saying? So these nuts was okay. Now, when authorities in Limestone County sound like a place where a lot of whole stuff go down by sundown, in Alabama, accused him of keeping an attacked squirrel in a cage and feeding it methamphetamine, aka meth, aka that shit that would rot out your teeth and make you look 50 years old when you're only 10 years old, so that it would stay aggressive. And I don't believe that. Now, if it was a pit bull or a Rottweiler or a little Chihuahua, y'all can say what y'all want to say about them damn Chihuahuas. Yo, Key Taco Bell dogs, them dogs would bite a plug in your ass. But anyway, the story made national headlines, but Pollock insists that he raised the squirrel as if it were his own child. That touched me right there in my heart right there. I want to cry right now, Lord, so bad. But anyway, he bottle fed the child. I mean, the squirrel. Got me talking about the squirrel child. He bottle fed the squirrel every few hours and keeping it warm with a heating pad when it was first born. Do this sound like a deadbeat daddy, even though he's not the daddy? But shit, the hell, they putting everybody else on child support for kids that ain't there, making them the default parent. And don't get mad at me in my comment section about Trey. You know you wrong talking about a deadbeat, all that stuff. But anyway, Mickey is not a deadbeat squirrel owner, deadbeat dad, deadbeat caretaker, whatever you want. Mickey took better care of this squirrel than some of you all take care of your own children. Don't get mad at me. But anyway, now, he fed the squirrel every few hours, had the squirrel on the heating pad because them squirrels used to being nestled up next to their moms and everything with all that fur on them and all that. So Mickey was trying to make sure when the squirrel was first born that it was properly taken care of. So are we to believe that Mickey would have the audacity to give this squirrel some meth? I don't buy that shit 1 minute. Now, in any allegations to the contrary are slander, says Mickey. He doesn't even like it when people smoke around his pet. Damn it, that's the truth right there. That's why you need some clarification. You need somebody to come along and throw a little sugar on all this shit they spilling about Mickey. True, he's out there pushing them drugs probably. And he said he was trying to clean his life up. Now, I don't know if he's still doing it, but evidently he was. But he'd been in jail and he's already wanted for it. But he said he was trying to clean his life up. You feel what I'm saying? And he won't let nobody even smoke around a squirrel. So do this sound like somebody that would give his squirrel some milk? That's all I want to know. Y'all do your own assessment. Let's go and wrap this up. Now, the squirrel is not on meth. The squirrel is drug-free, says Mickey, and he insisted emphatically. I honestly think they would actually kill it, and I'm glad they didn't try to kill the squirrel. I was so happy when Mickey said he went back to that house, well, to the trailer actually, and he looked and seen the squirrel in the tree, and he said, "These nuts." Or that you and the squirrel went, chirp, 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 and they was reunited. It remind me of that old song, Reunited, and it feels so good. Now, Pollock and the squirrel who he named These Nuts have had a wild couple of days, no pun intended. According to the Decatur Daily, narcotics officers from Limestone County Sheriff's Office were tipped off. Always somebody dropping that dime. You know what I'm saying? Always somebody dropping that dime. Tipped off about the squirrel doing a drug investigation. How y'all gonna tip off about the damn squirrel? What is These Nuts doing? He ain't doing anything but trying to get a nut. Have you all said, when last time you said or heard somebody say, especially you guys, and some of you women too, especially on the weekend, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. You feel what I'm saying? Don't take it the wrong way. But anyway, now, they was tipped off about the squirrel doing a drug investigation, and they showed up with a search warrant on Monday, but Mickey been long gone hauled ass. They seized an unspecified quantity of meth during the drug raid and drug paraphernalia, ammunition, and body armor from the apartment. Damn, Mickey was about to go to war with who? And confiscated the squirrel, but they had to let the squirrel go. It wasn't the squirrel's fault. The squirrel speaking no English. Polk wasn't there, but another man who was present was arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and loitering in a drug house. Mean you shouldn't have been your ass in here. And then we're going to end it right here because I don't want nobody, you know what I'm saying? The South, we get a bad enough name. You feel what I'm saying? And I know country ass people all over the United States. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand that just because a person have a certain accent or whatever, that don't mean they really country. Because, I mean, shit, you got smart and dumb people every damn where. Now, you figure that one out. Now, the man says, "Welcome to the South, man." One neighbor told the news. Now, this one really pissed me off. "We got squirrels on meth." You feel what I'm saying? They got people all over every damn well thinking that it's like that. And I'm not even from Alabama, but Alabama, I'm taking up for you all day. So don't get mad at me now. Don't get mad. Anyway, in fact, the Daily reported it was impossible to confirm the animal's alleged meth use. It's impossible to determine if this squirrel was really on drugs or not. They didn't have no piss test for it. They didn't have no blood work done. Nothing done. So for them police to sit up here and say that this squirrel was on meth and it melted everybody's heart, oh, Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is they going to use next? But anyway, the officers didn't find any drugs in his cage. So the squirrel wasn't no crackhead, wasn't no meth head, wasn't abusing the drugs or anything. And there was no way to safely test the squirrel for meth. But because it's illegal to keep a squirrel as a pet in Alabama, they couldn't just leave him there because the creature seemed healthy. It wasn't emaciated. Police released him in a wooded area nearby, and that's when Mickey pulled up and hopped out his ride or his bicycle, whatever the hell he got over there on, and said, "These nuts, wherefore art thou? These nuts, why have thou forsaken me?" And these nuts came out the damn branch, chirp, 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 and they reunited, and they gone somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But I'll keep you all updated on the story. I just had to say that right there. But let me know what you all think about this. We can't sit up here and believe everything we hear on TV. But when they say the squirrel's on meth and they show the squirrel dancing around in the damn cage, did you ever see somebody on meth? Really? You ever see somebody on meth like that? That squirrel would have been slobbing out at the mouth, like doing this shit right here, like it's a tiger and it's a damn squirrel. Let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share this video with your family and friends and your people who you have in the South. And share it with the people in New York too. They like to catch birds and pigeons and pit bulls and rockwallers. And my people on the West Coast, share it with them. They like to cage dogs also. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're in a certain part of the country does not mean you know better than anybody else. True, some people in the South do certain things. That's why you have a coon ass term. And what you seen with these guys, there are coon asses. No, we're not talking about some of these bloggers and YouTubers or whatnot who kiss mouths ass. We ain't talking about that type of coon ass. We talking about deep down South, you know what I'm saying, like backwoods type people. Period, I'm saying. Don't take it the wrong way. Anyway, let me know what you all think. And these nuts, I salute you, King. I'm out.